it's Rick Taylor.
Yeah, it's your boy Meechlo with your ex. Make your ex my next. And you're tuning in with my boy Ricky Taylor. Shout out to Rap Draft.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Rick Taylor back with another episode of the Rap Draft. I got my boy Meechlo with your ex, man. What's going on? Nothing much, man. Here on the Rap Draft, we like to interview all artists of all kind, not just music artists. Whether you're a barber, DJ, a painter, cook, whatever you do. Like, this is a platform for you, even though we specialize in music. But we want to give everybody who do art a platform. So pretty much on the Rap Draft, it's just like, we like to tap in with the artists and let their fans know more about them, or let people know more about them if they don't know about them, and just like know a day, see what's going on with the artists and tap in with the day in the life of them and stuff like that. Right. So with that being said, my first question for you is, where was you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, July 15th. And I do have a twin, so it's not just me. I do have a twin sister. So yeah, and it's 8 of us, so in all total, and then my youngest brother, who is deceased, Michael Prescott, R.I.P. him. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, where did you grow up in Milwaukee?
So I grew up majority of my life from what I can remember. I grew up like on 49th and Center, like 49th and Hadley. So the four block or no block, yo block or whole block, y'all know about that shit. But yeah, man, we had a nice little crib. Me and my sister, moms. It was nice over there. It was a lot of homeowners at the time. So and then that changed a little bit. So yeah, man, I love that neighborhood. Like, I plan on buying that house back one of these days. 2767 North 49th Street.
Mm-hmm. Yes, big sir. Plans. I fucks with that. What was life like as a kid for you growing up?
It was pretty. Everybody got their trials and tribulations and everything like that. So I grew up, in the church. Moms wake us up every Sunday morning. We go to church. It's in the youth choir. Bible study every Tuesday. Man. Even if I had a test the next day, I'm at Bible study on a Tuesday. It was out of my hands at that time. It wasn't my will. So, grew up in the church. Got into singing, of course. But I wasn't singing at first. But I was singing in the choir. Mm-hmm. So I started off like writing poetry. I got introduced to this poetry program that was at UWM. I think it was called Upper Bound or something like that. And they had a little poetry class where they showed deaf poetry slam. And I really enjoyed it. And I was already writing poetry, but that introduced me to a different aspect about it, because they introduce you to, different words, how to put the word play together with the thesaurus, painting a picture with your words, and giving them a visual with how you express how you say it. So yeah, I got really deep into that, and then that turned into rapping. Middle school, me and my homie Ryan Crumble, shout out to Ryan Crumble, we had a little group. I think it was called Tri-Unity or something. Like, we tried a little Christian rap thing or whatever, and we started writing raps and stuff like that, and so that's when I was a rapper.
That's dope.
Got to rapping and stuff, and then I always sung, but to myself, like in the shower and stuff like that. And my mom or her friends was over one time, and they was like, "Yo, who was that upstairs singing or whatever?" She was like, "That's my son." So she called me downstairs. And then they asked me to sing, so I forgot what song it was. I think it was like Jesus is the Reason for the Season or something like that, and I was singing a little bit of it or whatever. And they was like, "Oh, you're so cute." So from then on, I always said I'm gonna eventually sing, and I just started turning my raps into songs. And I prayed, like I was like, "Yo, I know I can sing. I might not be the best singer, but let me use my voice to the best of its ability, you know, and I prayed about that shit, and I just used my own creative voice and how I do it. That's how I got my own style now. So yeah, ever since then I just been singing, man, writing hooks, doing all type of shit. So yeah.
All right, that's dope. So yeah, you got like a music background, like how a lot of musicians and people who in music has that background. You definitely have that same background. Grew up in the church, singing in the church.
Actually, my grandmother on my mama's side, I never was able to meet her because she passed away, you know, way before I was born. But she actually sung with B.B. King. So like when like artists or whatever would come here, like B.B. King's, you know, Nat King Cole's, stuff like that, they would have stand-ins or whatever. And like I guess my grandmother was in that lifestyle or around like that, and she was able to sing every now and then with B.B. King, like background or whatever, or little juke joints or whatever, stuff like that. So yeah, I wish I would have been able, she would have been able to stay alive for me to talk to her, but it is what it is. That's a fun fact I know that I was told about her, even though it's not too many things that I know about my grandparents, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Come from a music background.
Yes, sir.
Behind the music and be like, you know, outside of the music, who is Meechlo?
Man, Meechlo is a talented, loving, caring individual, man. High spirits, always smiling, never complaining really. Anybody that's around that knows me, they'll tell you like I'm a great person to be around. You know, I'm just me. I'm me no matter what environment I'm in. I'm gonna be me always, and that's why people fuck with me, and that's why people respect me and shit.
Right.
That's why I can walk into any room and basically have a conversation with anyone. Like normally they come up to me. That's how welcoming I look, I guess. You know, even though sometimes I don't want to be talked to, but people still come up to me like, man, you different. Something about you. I'm like, yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
That's the vibe I got when I first met you. Like when we was doing the Boys in the Hood skit.
Yeah.
You gave off a laid back, humble vibe, like a cool vibe. So I'm like, yeah, bro, seem cool. And I'm like, cool people attract cool people because I'm like the same way. So I'm like, I definitely reach out to bro in case I ever need somebody to do some work with or to collab with musically or, you know, an acting thing or just period. You know what I'm saying?
That's that cool discerning, man. Discerning the spirits. That shit is real. Like,
yeah.
Great vibes, great vibes. Like, especially you got the same. If somebody got the same mentality as you, especially if they like driven, like you can see the desire and the passion in their eyes and how they work and what they working for. Like the crazy thing is when we first met up to do that skit, what was what I say at the end? I was like, yo, I don't know when it's gonna happen, but niggas gonna shoot a movie or something. And that shit happened, what was it, 3 years later, 2 years later?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, like it's about speaking shit into what's the word?
Existence.
Yeah, speaking into existence, man, but not just speaking and walking towards it too. Right. That's why people forget. Like you could pray, you could manifestation is nothing without works, without walking towards it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to be open-eared and open-minded too. Like, but you don't have to accept everything though. But yeah, I done geared off a topic and shit.
No, it's good. That's actually cool since you brought up, like, you know, about we was talking about the skit and it led to a movie. My next question is to you, how did you feel about being asked to play a role in Slapp City?
Man, I was honored, man. I was willing to play anything, you know. Like as soon as you know you and Ray came up to me, y'all called me like, yo, how you feel about playing a detective in the movie? I'm like, oh shit, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? And then you like, you know, I was looking for another person, so I got the homie Omar involved. That was when we was in a group together or whatever. So that was a great opportunity for both of us. You know, it was fun. We had fun, man. Like working with everybody, even just seeing all the artists and the different individuals in the city, like in one project, body of work. You know, that movie Slapp City. Like, even though we didn't all individually meet up with each other, some of us did meet each other. It was a vibe, you know, made connections. So that's a lot of positive that came out of that Slapp City, man. So yeah, and it's only up from there, you know.
Yeah.
For y'all and us, for everybody.
Yeah, for everybody. I definitely appreciate y'all for even, like, you know, participating in it, because, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, a lot of people say they're going to do something, but they don't really do it.
Yeah, they don't fall through. Yeah. And that's another thing. Like, yeah, it's a you can't even, like, people, you can't hold people word to them, because it's like, okay, cool. If you come up and show up, cool. I appreciate that. And then we could possibly do some more shit in the future. But if they don't show, it's like you can't even be disappointed. You just gotta go with the grain of salt. That's why you gotta have plan A, plan B, plan C. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly what I be having. Plan A, plan B, plan C.
For real.
If I gotta jump in there and do a scene, I'm gonna do a scene.
For sure, always.
Yeah. So back to the music questions. I see that you know how to play the guitar.
Yeah, so I played it. So I started off playing the drums in church a little bit, and like, I always wanted to play the guitar. So I bought my own guitar later on in life, and I'll be strumming it every now and then. I'm not the coldest or whatever, but I'm decent with it. Like, I ain't gonna. Hopefully one day I could perform with it, but right now I just play, like, for tuning or to like write a song or whatever, or just fucking around with it. But I can hold a little tune. I got that motherfucker somewhere around here.
That's dope. I know that's dope that, like, you know, when artists know how to play instruments as well, and show them how multi-talented they is. And that's dope. It just bring out, like, another little aspect of their music genre and their artistry. So
yes, sir.
That's dope. What do you think about the Milwaukee music scene?
Man, I love it, man. You know, years ago it was tough. Like, it wasn't really together like it is right now, you know, but, like, you know how, like, Detroit and, you know, Texas, they was bumping their own shit. You know what I'm saying? Throwing their own concerts and shit like that. Like, I can say one thing for sure. You can ride down Center Locust and you gonna hear some Milwaukee shit, some Milwaukee music. You know, from jacking. You know, that was the first shit. From twanging music, jacking music, and then now, you know, slap music, what we call it now. You know, we combine that with a little bit of drill and stuff, like. But I love it, man. I love what I love about it is for me, what it does for me and my music is I love the live bassy guitar type of, you know, instrumentals. You know, so that's what you can hear in the back of my vocals, because you can hear the pain and the story within my voice right along with the instrumental of choice. You know what I'm saying? So I think I know I do a great selection of instrumentals, but the music scene, I love it, man. It's a lot of talented people here. You know, you got Chicken P. Shout out to Chicken P. We got a song together called "Living Good," out now. Go stream that joint. You got Lakia. You got Bankhead, comedian / rapper. He doing his thing. You got Lakia. I think I said her already. Yeah. You got Guapo Chapo. Munch Lauren. He a damn near OG. You got Wavy D. Now formerly known as One Way. One damn, I can't even say his shit right, but he got a new name now. Y'all be on the lookout for him. Shout out to Wavy D. We got a song coming out called Hood Love too. So we got some dope ass producers too, man. We got Amazing. You know, you got DeVito. It's a couple producers I haven't even worked with. You got Meech. I worked with Meech some years back. I got some beats sitting in the vault right now that I'm trying to put some shit together with. Shout out to Meech. Shout out Vito. Man, it's a lot of artists, man. A lot of artists. Yeah, man. I just wish everybody the best, and even the young ones. I don't even know the young ones like that. You got Tate Huncho here. He had up and coming producer.
Mm-hmm.
A whole bunch of them, man. Like I don't want to leave nobody out, but everybody that's doing, all the producers, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, the scene is and we got different genres too. You know, we got a couple female artists here. Muddy, she nice. So she been doing her thing. Yeah, man.
Moody, I interview her. I'm supposed to be interviewing her Saturday.
Yeah, she dope as hell. Like she been doing this little this freestyle. I think it's like Freestyle Tuesdays or Wednesdays or Fridays or something. Where she got and she got her whole thing together on how she do it. And I like that about her. So I've been watching her. Hopefully I could work with her in the near future too.
Definitely dope. How did the song with Chicken P come about? Feeling good,
Man. The Living Good song.
Living Good. My bad.
Yeah, it's all good. So the crazy thing is, I wrote that to a different song. I mean, a different beat, and sat on it for like 3 years, and I was like, let me go back and revamp this. So I put got my mama about the hood, tell 'em and it feels so good, pull up to your hood, don't get it misunderstood. So I put that with they say you gonna be a loser, one day that you'll be screwed up, and all the other shit. So that was a verse, and I just put that together as a hook. So how it came about was I recorded the joint at the studio on my own, and I left an open verse. And I'm like, yo, I gotta have somebody on this second verse. I don't know who, but I'm gonna just sit on it. You know what I'm saying? So I reached out to a couple people. They like sent them the track or whatever. So sent a couple people the track. They didn't work out. So I just sat on it. So I'm at the studio. I'm at High Five, and my boy Will was in town. Shout out to Will Taylor. You know, he working behind the scenes right now, like as far as pushing the music here in the city. He managing a couple people too. So he co-managed Solo Key and Chicken P and various other Milwaukee artists. But so my boy Will was in town. I said, yo, ride me to the studio or whatever. So I think Chicken P, he had a session before I came in. So when I came in, he was in there. He was just wrapping up. So he had went to the other room or whatever. And I told my boy Troy, shout out to Troy. I told my boy Troy, like, yo, put this on or whatever. I just want to play this and see the vibes. So Chicken P came back in and he was like, yo, what the? I was born by the river in Little Ten, and just like that river, I've been running ever since. So he heard that part. He was like, oh shit, like that shit sound nice. I said, man, appreciate that, bro. Like I've been looking for somebody to hop on this shit, bro. That can like bring that pain, that story to this shit. Like he was like, what up? I'll hop on that shit right now. I was like, say less. So shit, he hopped in the booth. Shit, he gave more than I expected on the song. You know what I'm saying? And we vibed on that shit. Like it was a vibe. So
he freestyled that shit.
He freestyled all every word on the motherfucker, bro. Like for real. Just like Sam's had to cook this book up, seen shit, traumatized with streets, left me shook up. Like all that shit. Like I'm like, damn, dog, this is crazy. Like got Chicken P on this shit. So that was a blessing, man. That's why you always like if you feel like a song is not ready, you just gotta sit on that shit, and the right vibe will come around. So yeah, bro, it was vibes good. So he hopped on that shit, and yeah, man. Shout out to Chicken P, man. He doing this stuff.
Shout out Chicken P, man. That song was good. Y'all snapped, man.
Really Rich Empire. Yeah.
Are there any other artists, producers, or videographers that you would like to work with that you haven't worked with yet? It could be mainstream or local or.
Man, it's a lot of artists that I would like to work with. Definitely want to work with Dolla one day. I actually was in the studio with him one time. Yeah, it was crazy. It was in LA. Like I was in the back. Like I was literally sitting back though. Like they was smoking like a motherfucker. Like I was just fly on the wall type shit.
How did that happen?
Man, my guy Will used to run the UCLA radio station, and he had got invited by one of the artists he had interviewed to come to the studio, Atlantic Studios in LA. One of their studios, they got all type of studios, and yeah, man, it was just a coincidence. Dog was there and shit. Like, it was really passing, but he was like, I was there for like a good 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? They smoked like a motherfucker. But yeah, I was like, damn. If I would have seized the opportunity, I wasn't prepared at that moment how I am now. So I would have approached it kind of differently. Not on no fan shit, but on some like, you know, trying to.
I definitely get it.
Planting the seed type shit. But yeah, it was dope to see that shit though. But yeah, that's one of the producers / artists I want to work with in the near future. I'm willing to work with anybody that's if you got the right vibe, like I'm down to work. Like if the vibe ain't there and the song ain't me, like I won't fuck with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I respectfully pass on it or whatever. But yeah, I'm willing to work with just about anybody, but don't come to me with a track and it don't even sound like some shit I don't even hop on. Like, it's like, damn, do you listen to the music? Have you listened to the few songs I got out? Because if you did, you wouldn't be coming to me with this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I'm down to work with anybody. Lakia, I would definitely want to do a song with her, write a song with her. Jacob Lattimore. Who else? I'm pretty much open to anything, bro. Yeah.
That'll be dope. Yeah, I can hear you on a couple of songs with a couple of people, bro. That'll be dope.
Like who?
Like I can hear you with Jacob Lattimore.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be doing a song with my boy Sauce, my boy Sawyer Gibson. We supposed to be having a song out, hopefully in July. You know, both of our birthdays in July, so he got some shit coming out soon. I think it dropped today or in a couple of days or something. But yeah, Sauce, and then yeah, man.
You got any new projects coming out?
Yeah, so I got Dirty Dancing. It's out right now everywhere on streaming platforms. We're looking to shoot that video in July in LA. So it's just like the movie Dirty Dancing. It's like a reggae R&B vibe. So check that out. It's probably gonna be playing at the end of this video, so a little snippet of it. Yeah. But yeah, it's called Dirty Dancing. That's out now, streaming everywhere. Meechlo, Meechlo. Yeah.
It's dope. Now, my final question for you, I ask everybody who come on this show this question. What do you see yourself in 5 years?
Man, out of Wisconsin. Shit, sooner than that. But no, I see myself, you know, running a few businesses, having some real estate, of course doing some acting, of course my music, either writing for people or just having my music out there as a songwriter / artist / producer, hopefully doing everything I want to do, man. Like right now, like I can't say that I'm not doing anything I put my mind to. I'm doing it. I do a lot. I do graphic designs. I develop websites. I referee. I mentor. I coach. I do music. You know what I'm saying? I write. I sing. I can rap, but I don't do that. I gave up that lane a while ago. But yeah, man, in 5 years, I see myself being successful. Further along with what I'm indwelling with right now. So yeah,
that's dope, man. Well, I wish you the best of luck. I see all that happening as long as you stay on the right track and keep your mind focused, because you're on the right track. You know what I'm saying? You got the positive attitude for it. You're not cocky, you humble, and you working. That's all it takes. So don't worry about what nobody got to say about you. Stay in your own lane and know who your field is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just stay down for the come up, bro. Like, you can't you can't go around the grind. You know what I'm saying?
And the grind don't stop. For real. I do my own promos, my own artwork, my own everything. And the reason I do that is because when you reach out to people when you're not a certain status, they don't reach out quick enough, or the work, they may overprice you, or it's just not in your budget. So you just got to figure that shit out. You gonna either sit there and complain, or you gonna do this shit yourself, learning to the best of your ability. And that's what I did with my graphic designs. Like, I learned that shit. I learned how to do my own promos, how to do everything, like from LLC, copywriting, getting the music syndicated, placements, all that shit, bro. And you can't miss no steps, like, because if you miss steps, like register your song on Sound Exchange, SoundScan, it's so much shit, bro. BTS, like BDS, and all that shit, like everything, all that shit matters, and having your ISRC codes and UPC codes, all of that, bro, and choosing the right distribution to go through, as far as like DistroKid or Dido or CD Baby or any of those distribution companies that's out there, so, and they help you too, Spotify playlists, all that shit matters, man, and it's all about networking too, like reaching out to people on Instagram, the smaller blog sites, because the smaller blog sites are actually the ones that like have the dedicated traffic, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, like it's a slow grind. Like it's only been a month since Dirty Dancing been out, and it's only been like maybe 6 months since Living Good's been out, and the numbers are climbing up. It's slow, but it's getting there, you know what I'm saying? So with hopefully anybody watching this, if you want to sponsor a brother Meechlo with your ex, get at me, man. I'm open to any sponsors, so yeah, man, because the money it's a lot of money being spent, it's a lot of money being made too, but I'm spending a lot of money on this shit on my own. So yeah, but I won't trip. I wouldn't have it any other way. Now that I'm learning all this shit on my own, I see all the bullshit when people reach out to me. So yeah.
Well, that's dope, man. Like I said, congratulations to what you've been doing, and stay down for the come up, bro. And I appreciate you for coming on the show.
Yes, sir. Yeah, signing out. And you're tuned in to Rap Draft with my boy Ricky Taylor. Salute.